the prosecution due to present its closing arguments in Donald Trump's civil fraud trial after a dramatic scene in which the former president himself addressed the court. The judge had only allowed Trump to speak on the condition that he focus on the facts, but the president quickly veered into other territory, claiming he is an innocent man being persecuted, and the judge telling defense counsel, please control your client.
One piece of paper, what we've run is a great company, and that's been proven. Very highly successful company. This was a political witch hunt for election interference, but also for getting somebody elected because you wanted to get the publicity. It's a disgrace, and they should pay me damages.
The billboards in rural Virginia, I'm speechless.
These are ultra-conservative billboards, I'm guessing?
Yeah, a lot of Jesus billboards. Jesus wants you. Interestingly, they have been taken over by politics. The religion has been overtaken by Trump and talk. So they've almost become conflated, which is really fascinating because it used to be very much just the Jesus and salvation and all of that.
Here's what I think billboards are: an opportunity for us to really pay attention to the kind of messaging that sort of sticks with people. There are messages, especially because of the good work that Democrats tend to do for the good of the community, that is an opportunity for people to sort of see that over and over and over again, and it sticks with you.
What would you think about a YouCantBeatBlue group sponsoring a billboard in a red state?
I think it would probably get a lot of vegetables thrown at it. It expressed legitimate opinions that we profess here. I think it might ruffle some feathers.
But what if it were based on common values? What if it were democracy based with a flag on it? You're not going to throw any kind of eggs on a flag billboard.
But doesn't everybody look at the American flag and apply to it what they believe America is? Exactly. That's my America, where white people rule.
Yeah, I struggle because, and I mean, we have struggled with this in Williamson as well. The blue is the devil, so it doesn't matter. Like the messaging would get lost because you just put the blue. It's almost, again, it's just so religious in its nature.
Is it better to just one-on-one with your neighbor and say, I know you feel this way. I'm not going to try to change your mind, but I want you to understand that my thinking about the way I feel on these subjects runs deeper than just what I'm being told on TV.
All of these conversations, I mean, I live in a blue space, but I do remember what it feels like to live in a red state. And I do remember what it feels like to vote Republican. People can have these conversations, and did with me for years. Mm-hmm. And I still voted red up until, a certain point. So it takes a lot of touch points. It takes a lot of conversations. And we have a mentality a lot of times, especially the closer we get to an election, we want that quick fix, and it's just not out there.
There will be people that nothing you say or do will matter. And lucky for us, they are not the majority. What you're after is this sliver of folks who do have hope and who are good people to the core, but sometimes they just need to think different. Mm-hmm. And then you also have this other group, the more progressive group, who just need to know that you're out there. And I think that's what those messages are for. And it could just be a compelling question that would get people to think. So I might not typically vote Democratic or for certain things, but when you ask me a question and I think about it and I go, well, I'm really not getting that, but that would be helpful for my family, then it's just going to cause me to think differently about things that I might not have even thought about, but it makes me act different when the time comes.